Good afternoon, this is Ajahn Brahm here from Bodhinyana Monastery on the 7th of August 2024, the evening of my 73rd birthday, and I'm just saying a few words to introduce some more items which have come up for the auction on the afternoon or evening of Sunday. And as you know, this is for my 73rd birthday. People have been very kind, offering these unique gifts to bring back lovely memories for you and to know that this is supporting in this year the road which is going to go up to the beautiful monastery over in Ellicott. That's Albany, where Venerable Mudo and a few of my monks are living for this for quite a few years now. The difficulty there is the road, so this year I wanted to make sure that that road is actually built and built to a very high standard so it can last for a long time. I'm getting old and I can't do fundraisers every year, and there's also many other places which also need support, but this year I wanted to make sure Albany gets the support. And I think you can see that some of the items which I have here for the auction. These are the items I'll be taking up. There's a painting of me, a pencil drawing of me. There's a beautiful Buddha statue, the golden Buddha statue. Might call it like a modern art painting of the Buddha over there. This Buddha statue was offered recently. We have these gorgeous Buddha statues, a silver-coloured one and a gold-coloured one, which are gorgeous. And they're being cared for by Peter Rabbit. You've seen him before. And the statue of me, this is not just an ordinary statue. You find out that it does have on the back, I'll lift it up, it's easier. It's signed by me. So it's a beautiful statue. So it does come off, so it's easy to, to transport from place to place. I'll put this over here and I want to make sure it goes down the other way, I think. Oh, here we go. That's it. And there's one thing about Buddha statues, which we have the three here, that I was worried about as it goes up. Auctioning Buddha statues, because you're not supposed to sell Buddha statues, but nevertheless, what we do is we don't sell them. We call this, in the forest tradition, they're not sold, that they are hired by you. Hired by you as long as you like, for whatever price you feel appropriate. And eventually they go back to a good monastery or a good temple, wherever you feel they belong. So this one over here, it's, I'm not sure how old it is, but it's a wooden statue, very ancient, and the person who has this received it about 60, 70 years ago, and it was old even at that time. And these ones are more modern ones, but very beautiful, being looked after by Peter Rabbit. And we also have these little statues over here of monks, as well as the paintings. All of this, we also have another item which you may be interested in seeing, those who haven't visited the monastery. It's amazing just how many elder people like me don't recognize who this is, because I haven't seen any Star Wars movies. When I was ordained as a monk, Star Wars hadn't come out yet. But apparently this guy is called Yoda, and it's very, very wise and famous. But not only that, you can see that this is a different clothes he's wearing, because he's wearing a brown robe. So we say we inducted him into not the order of the Chedi, the order of the Samana. Samana means like Buddhist monasticism. So now you see that Yoda is a Buddhist novice monk. We can't give him full ordination, because one of the questions you have to ask there, have you got your parents' permission? And are you a man? Are you a man, Yoda? He remains silent. But anyway, remember just this auction, it is not just, to get a bargain. This is an excuse for raising funds for a good cause, so that you can have these things in your home and they bring back wonderful memories of where they came from, and that you helped to be able to construct this road in this very needy part of Australia, so we can have a very good monastery there in the future. It's a beautiful place, but every now and again you just need to give a boost in order for this to be viable. And I'm happy to say that we had our first quote for the roadworks. I'm sure it'd be more than this, but anyway, the first quote was for 300,000 to put the road with all the trimmings on the edges. There's still some water tanks and other stuff to do at the top of the hill, but at least that's a good start. So that's the sort of money I would hope that we'd be able to raise. But we'll see what happens. And lastly, as some have already been online to try and raise funds, and we'll keep it open until the very, very end, and then we'll see which particular person can actually win that item. And it's not what they're winning, it's not the item which they're winning that opportunity to make good karma and to be able to serve and do wonderful things for the growth of Buddhism in the Great Southern. So we also have one other item here. It's this gong. And this is especially useful for all of you who are mothers, who have difficult getting your son or daughter to get out of bed in the morning to go to school. So once you have this guaranteed, you go to the bedside and go, and hope that your son or your daughter gets up. If it's not your son or daughter, maybe your husband. So they're useful gifts for you. And so I hope to see you there on Sunday afternoon between 2 and 5 p.m. Many of you came today for my birthday, so I'm going into town to share the merits of my birthday with you all on Sunday afternoon. I'd love to see you there. Ajahn Brahm from Bodhinyana Monastery.